Hi all, and welcome to today's webinar, focused on enhancing video content engagement through CardioLog Analytics video tracking reports. We're delighted to have you all here with us today. My name is Ben Nimoy, the Marketing Manager here at CardioLog Analytics, and today we'll explore practical strategies for data analysis and decision-making during our webinar titled, A Comprehensive Guide to Video Tracking, Producing Insights from Viewer Engagement. Firstly, let's get some logistics out of the way. Please feel free to submit your questions throughout the presentation via the Q&A feature. I will address as many as I can at the end of the webinar. This webinar is also being recorded, and I will share the link with you all after the event if you want to share this with a colleague. Now let's dive in. In regards to the agenda for today's webinar, we'll start out with a very short introduction. I'll talk a little bit about CardioLog Analytics and who we are. Then I'll jump into a presentation of CardioLog Analytics video reports to show you how those reports can be leveraged in order to get the best insights and actionable data for improving user engagement, optimizing content, and enhancing overall video production and outreach. And as I mentioned at the end, if we have time, I'll be taking some Q&A. So feel free to send your questions throughout the course of the presentation. So just a quick introduction. CardioLog Analytics has been providing analytics for 365 for about 19 years now. We started back with SharePoint on-prem and grew with Microsoft to the cloud. Today we track everything from SharePoint to Teams, OneDrive, Viva Engage, and so on. And a little bit about our vision as a company. This slide shows our evolution. Our goal is to help customers constantly improve SharePoint based on how it's being used. The four main pillars that we talk to customers about are monitoring activity, which is tracking the usage within SharePoint and Microsoft 365 platforms with in-depth intranet analytics, insights, and usage reports. Our customers realize that understanding usage analytics is often simply not enough. They wanted a way to take action based on the insights gained from monitoring their portal usage. And then enhance. We want to make sure we're constantly improving SharePoint and Microsoft 365 based on these pillars. The idea is to have actual metrics which allow us to constantly make SharePoint better for users by increasing corporate productivity and improving portal ROI. The final pillar is incentivize. We can turn that data into a game as well. So instead of just the admins owning the data, we can make sure those end users have access to the data and can see how they compete with their colleagues, get points and coins, and we conclude by seeing how we can turn that raw data into exciting gamification and leverage that within our organization as well. Video media for internal communication and support have been developing steadily within organizations for the past decade. As companies begin to use video media to introduce newsletters, train new employees, and announce changes in the company, there becomes a growing need to understand the outreach and effectiveness this media brings. To understand the influence the video provides for its company, CardioLog Analytics offers dashboards to quickly see how well your media is doing without needing to crunch all the data. In today's webinar, A Comprehensive Guide to Video Tracking, Producing Insights from Viewer Engagement, we'll be walking you through these dashboards to help you get a clear picture of the efficacy of your video communications. Furthermore, we will look at ways to boost your video outreach and make sure your media receives the engagement it needs. I'll go ahead and jump straight into explaining the reports that we have available out of the box, and then on to demonstrating our video tracking reports. I'll talk you through ways in which we can leverage the different metrics provided in those reports. Here we can see the Power BI interface, and we can already see on the left-hand side the CardioLog reports. In Power BI, it's very easy to create and customize your own visuals and reports. However, we've built several pre-made dashboards that focus on the main goals that organizations using SharePoint tend to have. This is to make it easier for our customers to get started, and to make sure you're getting the analytics you need in order to meet your portal goals. Our reports provide insights around SharePoint adoption, engagement, improving usability, optimizing portal resources, collaboration, and more. We'll begin today's webinar by diving into CardioLog Analytics video tracking capabilities. We'll explore actionable metrics and insights you can leverage from our reports, starting with the Usage Overview dashboard. This dashboard provides an essential snapshot of your video content's performance. Firstly, by taking a look at the top, you'll find several key metrics. Beginning with views, the metric displays the total number of views, giving you an overall sense of content consumption. And with viewers here, you can see the number of unique users who have viewed your videos, highlighting the reach of your content. Completely viewed shows the count of videos that have been watched from start to finish, indicating complete engagement. And average viewing time. This metric reveals the average duration viewers spend on your videos, providing insights into audience retention. On the right, we have the percentage viewed. That totals the average of all the videos' length viewed. Above, we have the date slider in the top right corner. This allows you to select a specific time frames, enabling you to analyze usage patterns over different periods. Moving on to the active videos table. For each video listed, you'll see fundamental information, such as the title and URL. And like above, this table displays key metrics for each individual video as well as complete viewings, including skips, where viewers either fast forward and/or backwards in the video, and the average viewing time compared to the total video duration. These metrics help gauge the true engagement level of any specific video, showing how attentively your content is being consumed. Let's take Exceed Your Goals video for example. This video has been watched by 96 unique users and played 101 times, but only 63 times to completion. This suggests that some users or departments have yet to fully engage with this content. As we have the active videos, we also show inactive videos. This part of the report lists videos that have not been viewed yet, allowing you to identify content that may need more promotion or might need to be removed from your platform. We also track load failures, helping to identify any technical issues that could be hindering content accessibility. On the side report here, with the video viewers, we can drill down from departments to individuals who are engaging with these videos. This is really powerful information because we can know who we need to notify about the video by linking it to our SharePoint homepage, ensuring everyone is aligned in the same direction. Even going a step further, if you already have a designated space for quick links or links you believe to be commonly used, this feature becomes even more valuable because now you can verify and ensure that these links truly are the ones receiving the most engagement. We can take this a step further in the Video Engagement Overview dashboard. Not only can we see which departments have and have not seen your video, we can get more granular detail on how these departments have seen your video. This detailed report focuses on how many users interact with your videos, featuring filters for attributes like department or country. And this dashboard is interactive, so as you click on any specific video, department, or country, you can see here with the active versus inactive videos, and the plays versus completely viewed video reports reflect exactly the data for that selection. Underneath here, we have the investment versus viewership. Here you can input the cost of video production to calculate the return on investment based on viewership. This metric helps you to understand the financial efficiency of your video content and guides budget allocation. In the Video Interactions report, we can track crucial information on how users interact with your videos, such as how many times your video has been played and paused, which may indicate a moment of interest to the viewer within the video, as well as seeing how many times the video has been skipped, which can let us know that a video may be unengaging, containing irrelevant information, or has a lengthy runtime. The bottom right graph here shows the relationship between video duration and viewer engagement, illustrating how the length of a video affects viewer retention. The trend typically shows that shorter videos maintain higher engagement levels, providing a data-driven approach to determining the optimal video length for your audience. If we take Exceed Your Goals again, for example, we see that this video has been skipped 268 times, within the 310 viewings. And from the average video duration viewed, we can gather that on average only 42% of the time from the total video duration has been played within each viewing. We want to make sure that we get as much engagement from our videos and to make the most of our production. So with all this information in mind, we can turn to CardioLog Engage. CardioLog Engage is our solution to set up campaigns and engage with your team members in real time, whether by text, call, email, Microsoft Teams, or in-app messages in the SharePoint portal. And by receiving feedback from your campaigns, you can make the necessary changes and updates within your organization. We understand our example video, Exceeding Your Goals, is lacking engagement. And with CardioLog Engage, we have the tools to not only inquire about improvements that can be made, but to also notify and direct the users who haven't watched a video. To start, let's create a new campaign. On this page, we can define our goal, with options to decide if we want to notify our team about a change, update, new feature, or to promote a page. And if we have an event coming up, we can get a head count here. or even for looking to improve our SharePoint portal or content. In this instance, we are interested in expanding the outreach of our content. So I'll select the Promote a page, and next we'll want to select the audience that we want to notify. In the audience step, this allows us to determine the groups that we want to watch a video. From newbies, those who have not visited our page, to the inactives, users who have not performed an action on a previous campaign, the engaged, those who have or have not viewed, interacted with, or answered a previous campaign, everyone if you want to send a company-wide message or update, and if you already have a predefined group, you can select them with the groupies. Lastly, you can create a new group based on specific set of properties that you choose. For now, we'll select the newbies, as we want our video to reach those who have not seen it, and we'll enter into this box the name of the web page that our video is embedded in. We want to be sure that our users are properly notified about our video. In the channel step, we can choose which method to best inform our users, from a phone call, text message, mobile notification, or through a collaboration tool like Microsoft Teams. We could even send an email or update directly within the SharePoint portal. We'll select in-app message, and as we see, we have various ways that we can display our notification. To give the right impression on the importance of our video, we can customize how our notification will read and look in the Text and Design tab. We can create a title that captures or summarizes our intention, and we can add text to explain the details of our message. We can also choose the way our users need to interact with our message, from modeless, modal, or a pop-up, as well as the frequency that they see our message, either once per user or once per session. Selecting once per user, we can see we have options of how frequent that they see our message. There are various ways that users can engage with our message, either from button, confirmation, RSVP, and so on. Since we want our users to watch our video, we'll add a link. By choosing the background colors, as well as the scheme of our message box itself, we can indicate the significance of our message, with further options to customize the color. Once we are satisfied with the way our message reads and looks, we can go on to the next step, where we can select when or how our message will be sent, either immediately, at a specific time that we want, or based on the user's action, depending if they're scrolling, viewing, performing a search, or about to leave a page. Since we want our users to immediately see our video, we'll click on this option right here. And last step, we can check the summary, which will allow us to see that everything is ready and set to launch. Once we're ready to launch our new campaign, we'll click here, and we'll return to the main campaigns window, where we can monitor the campaign status, its start and end dates, and the details about the recipients and delivery methods. On the right-hand side, you'll see the total number of audience, the people that the campaign was sent to, and how many it has reached. Additionally, you'll see here the percentage of people who engage with the campaign, such as responding to the in-app message, and that will be displayed right here. We can also pause and archive, which can then be found in the respective tabs, or even delete a campaign. So as you can see, CardioLog Engage is a very powerful tool to notify, engage, and even get feedback from your users. So these are some of the excellent reports that CardioLog Analytics SaaS has to offer for your organization to leverage in order to get the best out of your SharePoint or Microsoft 365 environment. Now let's get to some questions. Firstly, I see that we have a question from Sebastian. What is the licensing for this? The license is a yearly subscription based on the number of users we'll be tracking. And another question from Nava, how does deployment work? Well, what's neat about either of these tools are that they're designed for SharePoint, so there's no need for customization when you want to deploy. With our setup wizard, you can get it up and running within an hour and already start to collect data. And that looks like to be it for the questions for now. So from my side, we have a free trial as well as a proof of concept for people who want a longer evaluation or to try more environments and features versus the free limited trial. You can reach out to us and we'll be happy to share more information about what's included in each. You can visit us at intlock.com to book your free demo or trial of either of the solutions you saw here today. And for more information and helpful tips, you can check out our blog at blog.intlock.com, or you can even contact us at info@intlock.com. A huge thanks to everyone who joined us today and sent in their questions.